Hi, my name is Yanez and I'm Head of User Experience Design at Unicorn Training. The work that I do is to try to understand the requirements and try to put them into a set of specification and use that in SkillsServe in a way that the users can get from A to B in the most efficient way. Essentially, one of the biggest challenges we have in SkillsServe is to get all of those requirements and put them into a set of features that you can use within the system. But we have to be careful because all of those features need to be easy to use, which is the big theme for 2012 and 2013. But also we have to be able to help the users get from A to B with a minimum amount of effort. A lot of things that we've done in 2012 have been around the usability and user experience side of things. So what we're going to do in 2013 is to continue that, and we're going to revisit the site. Obviously, SkillsServe is a huge, mature platform for learning and performance. And with the work that we're doing now, we're going to reevaluate all of that. For the managers and administrators, we want to make sure that everybody's able to do everything more efficiently. On the learner side of things, we are connecting the dots a lot more. So for example, you can get from one part of the system to the next, or you can get information directly on the home page and you can see it straight away. Something else that we're doing is try to push information to the students a lot more than having the users come log into the site and find out about it. So those are the things that we're looking to do in 2013. A good part of it we're already working on, and hopefully it's going to be available very soon. It's quite difficult to explain what I do daily because there's a whole range of things that I have to do and my team. So mainly the look and feel of the site. So for example, the way that things are presented to the user. We take a lot of consideration around, for example, white spacing on the site, anything that's not as easy to read as it should have been. We are presented with a lot of challenges. So for example, cross-browser compatibility, mobile devices, and being able to see the site straight away. The other side of things that we do is related to how you're able to find information on SkillsServe without having to go through the site itself and trying to work it out. So basically, we try to do a lot of things in terms of intuitivity. So we have some knowledge of cognitive reasoning and other applied psychology that we try to use in SkillsServe to try to bring those things out and help the users out. A lot of things that we've done, so for example, changing the navigation menu to a more user-friendly with some icons. I know it may sound silly, but it's a lot easier for someone to remember an area of the system if you've got icons, and obviously because it's a functional map rather than a technical map. So in many ways we are moving away from the technical side and moving a lot more towards the user side of things, so things that are a lot more obvious. Everyone else within my team, within the platform development SkillsServe, they're all dealing with technologies and different aspects of it. They're very technical. I'm dealing with the human side of things. So what that means is that I need to take into consideration how, for example, a different set of users are going to use a specific part of the system. So if you think about it, we do a lot of work on trying to understand those users. So for example, someone who is not really tech savvy and someone who's got an iPhone and still wants to use SkillsServe, but someone else who hates computers, and we still need to be able to develop a feature that is interesting and will work for that user. So that's the kind of work that I do. If you think about it, on the other side of things, you also have the technology side of it. So for example, the code that it's developed in and all of that. I also get involved with a lot of it. However, that stays there for a longer time than the things that I do stay. So for example, user interface has to change all the time, the way that things are presented, the way that things are connected, the way that things are loaded. Those are the things that I do. Now I find those incredibly interesting, and they move a lot faster than other departments, and that's the reason why I find it particularly interesting. The thing I like about working at Unicorn the most is the fact that everything changes very quickly, and I get bored very easily. But at Unicorn and with SkillsServe, the challenges are there on a daily basis, and you have to keep moving. So obviously within our industry, technology is a big and huge aspect of it, but it keeps changing. So you have to catch up with the new technology always. So that helps, but also the fact that because the platform is so big, what you get as a result is about days that you have to reevaluate what you've got and try to improve it. From my side of things, obviously it's interesting to me, but what's nice about it is that I can get feedback and I can work with the feedback and have new changes rolled out. Things that they will never impact the client, not in a negative way, but on the contrary, they're going to have an impact quite significant. So for example, people might not realize that, for example, the homepage might have is less crowded and it has a lot more information that's interesting to them, rather than just having a lot of stuff that wasn't there, that wasn't useful to begin with. And that's the kind of stuff that I do on a daily basis, and that's why I think that working with SkillsServe and Unicorn training is a lot interesting. It's been many years, and it's going to be 7 years now that I'm with Unicorn, and it's great.